Welcome back to Before You Vote. Speaking with Maricopa County Attorney candidates, Democrat Tamika Wooten is here. It's nice to meet you.
It is nice to meet you as well, Mike. I'm looking forward to it.
Let's talk about qualifications. Start off with just a general question. What do you think qualifies you for this office?
I am uniquely qualified for this office because I've spent my entire 34-year career here in Arizona as an attorney. I've been a chief prosecutor, a defense attorney, and a judge. So I have that global perspective that no other county attorney candidates or county attorney period has had.
So when you look at the office as it exists, what are the changes that you believe need to happen, not just to the whole system, but specifically in that office?
As county attorney, I want to make sure that everyone receives justice. That is my priority. Being in the courtroom every day, being a defense attorney, I see things that are going on. Rachel Mitchell is making sweetheart deals to certain people, and while leaving another set of people to be unanswered for. So I want to make sure that justice is served for everyone. I want to make sure that our victims are respected and their wishes are made available or made heard, basically, because I know that she's routinely dismissed felony charges and just basically sent a letter to the victim saying, we've turned down this case. And these have been not only felony cases, but they've been murder and manslaughter type cases. So I want to make sure that we respect the victim's wishes and we have one-on-ones with them and focus on violent crimes.
So is that a staffing issue in your mind, or what would go into that decision in your mind? I'm not asking you to get into her mind, but why would someone decide to do that?
You know, I believe that she's doing things for political purposes. You know, the fact that she gave Charles Ryan that sweetheart deal when they had two police officers who were pleading with her to file more dangerous charges, and she gave him probation. You know, other people in the community would not get that type of plea. I know that there are several people who are serving prison right now for the exact same charges. And so, again, just making sure that we listen to all victims. I think she doesn't want to do the work. She wants to focus on giving certificates for retail theft diversion, rather than, again, addressing serious charges. As county attorney, you need to make those hard choices. I've been a prosecutor. I've made those hard choices. I've been a judge. I've had to make those hard choices. And as county attorney, I'm prepared to make those hard choices without any political repercussions.
When looking at your platform, it said that you're looking at reducing prisons, attendance is a bad word for it, but incarceration rates. How do you do that and be tough on crime like you're saying you want to be? How does that work? You
know, one of the things that actually motivated me to run is, as a defense attorney, I would have clients who are mentally ill. Under mandatory sentencing laws, you know, the prosecutor or county attorneys know that if a person doesn't take that offer, then if they go to trial, they're going to get even more prison. So the county attorneys would routinely make ridiculous plea offers. I had a client who was mentally ill, had priors. He stole a beer from Circle K, and they gave him 10 years in prison. And he was like, Tamika, what did I do? He didn't even understand that. So again, if we treat mental illness and addiction as health issues rather than with handcuffs, and then we save prison, because there's definitely people who need to be separated from society, and even people with mental illness that need to be separated from society. But let's not spend our taxpayer dollars putting people in prison for shoplifting.
When you talk about restoring faith in the justice system, what does that look like? Is it everything you're describing, or is there more to it?
It's what I'm describing. Again, you know, we have several different victims who have been just routinely dismissed. We have the families in Goodyear with the families of the cyclists. You know, she just sent a letter declining prosecution and sending it down to misdemeanor court. Likewise, in Avondale, you know, there was a young man that was shot in the back. And again, she just sent a letter to the family saying, we're not going to prosecute. So again, we need to, even if there was justification to not prosecute a case, you need to sit down with those families and have those discussions with the family, as opposed to just sending a form letter saying, I'm not going to prosecute your case.
When it comes to staffing, we hear that there's been short staffing across the board. How do you fix a staffing issue and make sure you're fully functioning? If the budget's there, how do you hire the people?
You know, I think a lot of people have become unhappy with the county attorney's office. I've spoken to people who were former county attorneys, and they left and they said, you know what, Tamika, if you become county attorney, we're coming back. And these are seasoned attorneys. Again, let's not give sweetheart deals. The role of a county attorney is to do justice for everyone. And I believe that when I become county attorney, we will see people coming back to make sure that justice is served for everyone.
How important is a relationship with law enforcement in your office, and how do you make sure it stays strong?
You know, being a former prosecutor, I have police officers who are friends, so having relationships with police officers are key. And as county attorney, I have the unique position because I am a black woman, and I know that people, black and brown people in the community, often feel unsafe. I plan on bringing law enforcement and the black and brown and lower economic communities together to bridge that gap so that at the end of the day, everyone feels safe. Police officers need to feel safe and have confidence when they pull someone over, but yet people who are getting pulled over need to feel safe as well. So I am looking forward to that.
Ms. Wooten, I appreciate the time and to get to meet you and learn more about you. I wish you the best.
Thank you. I'm looking forward to coming back anytime.
Tamika Wooten, she is the Democratic candidate for Maricopa County Attorney. We'll be back.